The message from Tehran is defiant, deliberate, and unmistakable. Iran will never surrender its right to enrich uranium, not to pressure, not to threats, and not even to war. Standing before a packed foreign policy forum in Tehran, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi delivered a warning aimed squarely at Washington. Iran, he said, has paid a heavy price for its nuclear program, and it will not be bullied into giving it up.
Why have we insisted so much on enrichment and continue to do so and are unwilling to abandon it even if war is imposed upon us? Because no one has the right to dictate to us what we should possess and what we should not possess. This is fundamentally based on the principle of rejecting foreign domination. It is my inherent right to pursue enrichment in full accordance with the law. It is my decision whether I choose to exercise this right or not. I want to address all of you who are attending this session today. If there is any question or any ambiguity concerning the objectives of Iran's peaceful nuclear program, we will provide answers. We will clarify all doubts. And the only way is through diplomacy. I have tried other paths, but they yielded no results. And negotiations will only succeed when the rights of the Iranian people are fully acknowledged and properly respected. We must be able to exercise our own rights. We don't need anyone to recognize our rights. Our right is legitimate. Our right already exists. We simply demand that our rights be respected. This Congress, by the efforts of, I believe, the secret of the power of the Islamic Republic of Iran is in this very ability to stand firm against bullying, domination-seeking, and pressures from others.
They are afraid of our atomic bomb. We are not pursuing an atomic bomb. Our atomic bomb is the power to say no to the world's great powers.
His words come just days after indirect nuclear talks with the United States in Oman, talks overshadowed by a very visible reminder of American military power. During the negotiations, the head of U.S. Central Command, Navy Admiral Brad Cooper, was present in the region. Afterward, he accompanied U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner aboard the aircraft carrier USS Abraham Lincoln in the Arabian Sea. The signal was clear, but Tehran says it is unmoved. Military formation in the region does not scare us, Araghchi declared.
Those individuals who on the third day of the war,
They tweeted in just 2 words, unconditional surrender. That's what they called it, unconditional surrender. You must have seen it regarding us.
On the 12th day of the war, they sent word, an unconditional ceasefire.
Why is that so? Because we were never afraid of war. We stood our ground firmly. And even now, their military deployment in our region does not frighten us.
We are people who believe in diplomacy. We are also people who believe in war.
Before last year's conflict with Israel and the United States, Iran had enriched uranium up to 60% purity, just a technical step away from weapons-grade levels. The International Atomic Energy Agency has noted Iran remains the only non-nuclear armed country enriching at that level. Washington insists the talks must go far beyond uranium. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says any deal must address Iran's ballistic missile program, its support for proxy groups across the Middle East, and its treatment of its own people, after a brutal crackdown on nationwide protests left thousands dead and tens of thousands detained. U.S. President Donald Trump, meanwhile, has issued repeated warnings, pairing diplomacy with force. After the Oman talks, he offered few details, but plenty of pressure. Iran looks like they want to make a deal very badly, Trump said, as they should. For now, the future of the talks remains uncertain. No date, no location, no guarantees. What is certain is this: Iran is drawing its line in the sand, daring the world's most powerful military to cross it.
With Russia, Ukraine, something could be happening. We likewise had very good talks on Iran looks like it wants to make a deal very badly. We have to see what that deal is. But I think Iran looks like they want to make a deal very badly, as they should. Last time they decided maybe not to do it, but I think they probably feel differently. We'll see what the deal is. It'll be different than last time. And we have a big armada, we have a big fleet heading in that direction. We'll be there pretty soon. So we'll see how that works out. Well, I think a deal can be reached. Well, you have to get in position. We have plenty of time. If you remember Venezuela, we waited around for a while, and we're in no rush. We have, very good talks going with Iran. We have very good talks going with Russia and Ukraine. We're doing a lot of good talking, and I think we had the results today were with Iran. It was a meeting. We're going to meet again early next week. And they want to make a deal, Iran, as they should want to make a deal. They know the consequences if they don't. If they don't make a deal, the consequences are very steep. So we'll see what happens. But they had a very good meeting with a very high representative of Iran, and we'll see how it all turns out.
Times of India videos, your daily dose of India and the world. Global news, different views, and sharp analysis.
Pressure of expectation from your fans, your supporters.
That has often served as a backdrop for several Bollywood.
You're not a brute majority anymore. If you individually take out Tehran.
Making sense of global conflicts. Tracking the new emerging world order.
Strike on Israeli military bases.
A multi-pronged.
To stay out of harm's way as Israel started bombing targets across.
Understanding changing alliances in a polarized world. Tune into TOI videos for all this and more. Click on the bell icon to subscribe and never miss an update.